Oops, sorry, I must have forgotten to change it back from dotted line to bold line. Okay, so P. By the way, today, I don't know if you all heard the news. Can you send the answer for this at the Telegram channel? Will do, yeah, don't worry. All this, whatever I've written down, the answers will be in the Telegram channel. Okay, by the way, today's news, there was a breakdown on the East-West line. Train fault or power fault. So, what news? Yeah, so apparently, I drive home every day, so I wasn't affected by it, and I don't live in the West. But for those of y'all who are living in the West, wow, today to get home must have been quite a challenge, because from Boon Lay all the way to Queenstown, was it? Yeah, the line was down. Yeah, so sometimes also our live stream, you know, sometimes we are down also lah. The news was last live, no lah. Next week we'll still have our live, okay? So 2 plus -6 over 4 -6 minus 1. Okay? So, guys, when a plus meets a minus, it becomes minus. This one you all should know lah. And then this one, 4 times -6 is -24. So 2 minus 6 is 4. Sorry, -4. Minus 24 minus 1 is -25. So the answer is 4 out of 25. The minus on top and the minus below cancels each other out. Okay? So that's my answer. Nobody got this answer? Okay? Can check lah. I mean, check again to make sure that it's correct. So 2 plus -6 is -4. That one I'm quite sure. And then 4 times -6 is -24. -24 minus 1 -25. Yeah, confirm. Answer is 4 out of 25. Okay? Some of y'all got a fraction, but I don't bother remembering different signs and all. Why don't you do that? Okay. Anyway. Simple, right? 1 mark. Maths, guys, must put in a bit of effort. I think you all know this. Okay, rearrange the formula to make F the subject. Okay, so let's see. So I have P equals to 2 plus F over 4F minus 1. Okay, first step is you must multiply this with this. Okay? Do you all get that? I did put effort and got A for N-level maths. Okay, well done. But I'm a bit worried lah, because people keep using the calculator, right? Sometimes I think it's a bit unhealthy lah. I mean, this is my honest opinion as a tutor. I mean, I only have 20 years of experience lah. I've been giving tuition since I was 20 years old. I'm 40 this year. I notice students when they get too comfortable with the calculator, right? Even the simple, I mean, I think it like rewires your brain a bit. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's like if you use your phone every day, you go on social media for 2-3 hours every day, something happens to your brain, right? So the same thing lah, when you do maths and then you always just using calculator. Later you find even that the simple calculation you cannot do in your head, and that affects you lah, affects your ability to be a good mathematician. Know what I mean? Okay, anyway, I can relate because there you go. You see, that's what we don't want. You see, as a tutor, I get very scared when I see my student everything also use calculator, because you need to have a good feel for numbers. Okay, anyway lah, that's another topic for another time lah. Okay, anyway, try to do things for your brain lah, guys. I think I myself, I'm trying to force myself to read more. I'm trying to force myself to eat food that will help me to improve my brain, because having a good brain will give you good mental health also. So we have to put away our devices and start focusing on brain health. That's what I'm saying. Okay, anyway, where was I? This guy here, multiply here. Okay, so you have 4fp minus p equals to 2 plus f. Okay, because the denominator, you get rid of the denominator. You get rid of the denominator, you get 4fp minus p on the left hand side. Okay, equals to 2 plus f. So now what do we do? Now they want to make f the subject. So anything with f inside, you move to one side. When you are asked to make f the subject, I just write down here. Any term with f must be isolated. Maybe that's the word, isolated. Any term with f must be isolated. So you can see this one got f, this one also got f. So put one corner. So become like this. 4fp minus f equals to 2 plus p. Okay, so what do we do? Now we have all our terms with f on one side, right? We can pull out the f. So you pull out the f, it becomes 4p minus 1 equals to 2 plus p. So finally, your f becomes, don't worry, later I'll zoom out and then you can copy for those who want to copy. Okay, so what happens here is I divide both sides by 4p minus 1. I divide both sides by 4p minus 1. So when you divide this side by 4p minus 1, you are left with f. You divide this side by 4p minus 1, you get this. Okay? So the answer is 2 plus p, 4p minus 1. Okay, let me do that. Can? I hope everybody is able to see what I just did and can follow lah. 2 marks for this 2 marks for this. Okay, what about B, guys? B, you are asked to write as a single fraction in its simplest form. 3x minus 2 minus 4 over 3 over x minus 2 minus 4 over 2x plus 3. Linchi, tomorrow I have math exams, okay? All the best to you, man. Good luck. Your math exam quite early on. Tomorrow I know is PSLE lah for our younger brothers and sisters. They all got PSLE tomorrow, English paper. Friday is their math paper. So all the best to all those of y'all who got siblings or friends or whatever who are in P6. All the best. Okay, guys, how to do this? How to make it into a single fraction? Okay, you can see over here that the denominators are different. So I must make the denominators the same, guys. Must make the denominators the same. How to make the denominators the same? Basically, your x, this guy over here must multiply here, and this guy over here must multiply here. But when you multiply, remember, in a fraction you multiply something in the denominator, you must multiply the same thing in the numerator. Okay, what do I mean by that? You see, I extend the line a bit lah so that I can do my multiplication. So you see, this first fraction here, I did this. I multiply the numerator and the denominator with 2x plus 3. I hope you all can see that. Okay, it would be useful to do this also. Put a bracket over the x minus 2. Because if you don't put a bracket over the x minus 2, alamak, it considered like wrong lah. Because there's a difference. I hope you all realize that. There's a difference between x minus 2, 2x plus 3, and x minus 2 bracket 2x plus 3. These two are different. Okay? They're not the same. They are different. Okay? So let me park this one corner. So people can remember this. Okay, then minus 4 bracket x minus 2, and then same thing in the denominator, x minus 2 close bracket 2x plus 3 close bracket. Just let me make my handwriting a bit neater. Wait, hold on. I think this one is too thick. You all cannot see. Okay, this is better. Okay, now what we're going to do? Now we are going to expand the 3 bracket 2x plus 3 and the 4 bracket x minus 2. So you will get 6x plus 9 minus 4x. Now, this is the important thing here. Where did the 4x come from? Okay, so for those who are not very clear, this 6x came from 3 times 2x. Okay, this 9 came from 3 times 3. This minus 4x, where did this minus 4x come from? Here you see there's a minus. Here there's a 4. Here there's an x. So that's where you get minus 4x. Now, the last bit is going to be plus 8. Why plus 8 and not minus 8? Because, yes, expansion. Thank you, Toby_duck. Because when you take 4 times negative 2, you get negative 8. But when your negative 8 meets a minus sign over here, it becomes positive 8. Can see, yeah? Alamak. Sorry. Alright, can see, yeah? Then now we simplify the numerator. When we simplify the numerator, we get 2x plus 17 over x minus 2, 2x plus 3. Do I need to expand the denominator? I don't need to expand the denominator. I don't need to expand the denominator. So I'm left with this as my answer. So I hope those of you all who tried this at home managed to get this. Don't worry, all these answers will be provided to those of you all in the Telegram channel. Alright. So this is expressing as a single fraction. Why no need expand denominator? Wow, I don't really have an answer for that. Actually, this is what we notice in most of the answers that are given. When we study the answers at the back, they leave it as, they don't expand the denominator. It's fine to leave it in the bracket form. It's fine to leave it in the bracket form. Okay, because anyway, it's only a 2-mark question. So you don't want it to be too tedious anyway, right? If you're going to expand and then simplify later and all that, very leceh. So you only need to expand the numerator. Because why do we expand the numerator? Because you want to simplify the numerator. When you combine the fraction, you see, the numerator and the numerator is still different. So you need to expand and simplify them. Expand, combine, and simplify the numerator and numerator. But for denominator and denominator is the same. So we don't need to expand and simplify. Okay? DXLX 45, I hope my answer is sufficient for you. Yeah, so we usually leave the denominator in that bracket form. It looks a bit small, my writing. I don't know if you all can see what I'm writing. What paper is this? This is O-level. Someone is asking what paper. This is Maths O-level. We're going through O-level questions. Simultaneous equations. Yet more algebra. Okay, so solve these simultaneous equations. Okay, come guys, I give you all 5 minutes. I can go grab a glass of water while you all are doing this. Okay, help me to what do you call this? Like and share the live, please. Can you use elimination? Yes, you can use elimination. You want to use substitution? Also can. So for simultaneous equations, it's either you use elimination method or you use substitution method. I would tend to use substitution. A-Math or E-Math? This is E-Math, E-Math, not A-Math. We'll go through this question in a short while. Those of you all who have gotten the answers, maybe you want to share. Will you do an A-Math live in future? Well, if MasterMaths decides to take that route, then yeah, sure, why not? Okay, I think we should go through the answers. So, guys, in simultaneous equations, just a quick recap. Yes, you need to find both x and y full cream. So basically in simultaneous equations, guys, why do they call it simultaneous equations? Because you are given two equations. Okay, when you go to higher level, you might have might have more than two equations. You might have three equations. Alright, so in this case, you are given two equations. You have two unknowns, x and y. X and y. So you're supposed to solve for x and y. And the method that we usually use is the substitution method lah. Substitution method is usually the most straightforward. So first step, I will label them. Equation 1, equation 2. Okay, then what do I do? Okay, then I will make x or y the subject of the formula. Either one, up to you. Okay, you can make x or y the subject of the equation. So let's try and make x the subject of the equation. So from 1, I can say that 3x equals to 56 plus 2y. Okay, so you move the negative 2y over. You add 2y to both sides. I thought elimination method easier. Well, not necessarily. Depending on the situation, elimination method can actually be more tedious. Okay, so elimination method usually, like, okay, let's say I have 3x in the first equation and I have 3x in the second equation. I got 3x and 3x, or I got 2y and 2y. Then yes, I will use elimination method. But if here I have 3x, 2y, 3y, 5x, I would rather use substitution method. Okay, so from 1, I know that 3x equals to 56 plus 2y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Okay, divide both sides by 3. Let me grab my calculator. So 56 divided by 3 will give me 18 and 2/3 plus 2/3 y. Okay, so you divide both sides by 3, and then this becomes your equation number 3. Okay, this becomes your equation number 3. Now, what are we going to do with equation number 3? We will substitute it back into equation number 2. But, you know, in any case, I know I said that in this case, substitution is better. But if you guys still want to use elimination method, by all means. Okay, nobody can take a gun and point at your head and say, no, you must use substitution method. No such thing. So, all up to you. You want to use elimination method, can. You want to use substitution method, also can. Up to you, guys. There's no compulsion to use either method. You do you, man. Okay, so substitute 3 into 2. Okay, so what are we going to do here? You have your 3y, right? Your 3y will remain. But your 5x, now your 5x will be, instead of x, you put 18 and 2/3 plus 2/3 y equals to 1.5. Now what do you notice? You see, everything is in y already. This is y, this is also y. There's no x. In the whole thing, right, you will not find any x. So now you can solve it. Okay, so you have 3y plus, it's a rainbow method, you all should know. 5 times this, 5 times this. So this will give me 93 and 1/3 plus 3 and 1/3 y equals to 1.5. I know it's a bit messy, there's fraction, there's decimal, never mind lah. Okay, what do? We keep all the y, we bring the number over. Okay, so the y will give me 6 and 1/3 y, right? Because this is 3y, this is 3 and 1/3 y, add together I get 6 and 1/3 y. This fellow over here, bring over. Okay, or in other words, subtract 93 and 1/3 from both sides. So you will get 1.5 minus 93 and 1/3. That will give me minus 91 and 5/6. Sorry, I like to deal with fractions. So your y is minus or negative 91 and 5/6 divided by 6 and 1/3. Okay, so you will get minus 14.5. Okay, you take this guy, divide by this guy. Can see, guys? Okay, so that's your y. Your x, you can go back to this equation number 3 here. This one. Copy. Same thing, paste. Okay, so this will give me 18 and 2/3 plus 2/3 minus 14.5. I'm using my calculator for this, obviously. So the answer is 9 for x. So for y is negative 14.5. For x equals to 9. Can see? I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, guys. Shall I move on? It's 8:30, we got about half an hour left in our live stream. Okay, let's move on. Now again, more algebra. This is 1D. How did 1D appear here suddenly? Oh, so this entire question is 1A, B, C, and then D. How many questions do I have today? 2 vectors. 3 is circles, and then 4 is this. Okay. It's quite a lot to cover today. I don't know if I can cover everything anyway. Solve the equation. Okay, come, I give you all 2 minutes. Why Instagram low views? Yeah, it's always been about like that lah. Unfortunately, I usually get 5 to 6 people on Instagram, and then on TikTok it's like twice or 3 times that. Support which FC? I support Geylang United. Yeah, guys, please help to share and like the live on Instagram. Is this secondary school math? Yes, this is O-level revision. O-level revision. But if you're in Sec 2 or Sec 3, you might have come across a question like this before lah. Simple, right? These kind of questions. Sec 1, I don't know what I'm looking at. Well, count your lucky stars. You're still only in Sec 1. Enjoy your life more lah. All I can say, if you're in Sec 1, enjoy your life more, because it's gonna get much tougher from here lah. You want to play games, you better play games now. You get to Sec 2, no more playing games already. That's life lah. If you Sec 1, you can do this question, right? That means you champion already, you legend. Okay lah, let's solve this equation, or else we got not enough time. Okay, guys, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to combine these two into a single fraction. Okay? So this one, of course, I'm skipping a lot of steps because I'm an expert already. I'm skipping a lot of steps, so I can afford to do like this. But if you are new, you are still a novice, you are still an amateur, maybe you need to do step by step lah. Okay, so how to expand? Okay, so this one will give me 3y square. Wow, you doing accounting ITE year 2. Wow, okay. Never mind, ITE year 2 you still won't die yet. You go to NTU year 3 or year 4 when you do the maths modules then you see how it's like. Y times 3y, 3y square. Y times 2, 2y. Plus 6y. Why my handwriting so jalat man? Hold on, sorry guys, let me just rewrite the thing. I don't like my handwriting. I want to get better handwriting. Hey, no. This is not the way to solve. My bad. I just realized something. Because there's a 0 over here, we can bring this entire fraction and move it over. Sorry. So sorry. Let me redo this. Okay, so instead of combining into a single fraction, what am I going to do? I'm going to do this. See? So, there are two fractions. Yes, O level. There are two fractions. We bring one fraction over to the other side. The one with the negative in front. So, this thing with the negative here, you move over. You get positive 10 over 3y plus 2. Now you can cross multiply. Okay? So this will give me 3y square plus y and 3y square, y and 2y, 6y, 8y plus 4 equals to 20. Yes, like this. Okay, so 3y square plus 8y minus 16 equals to 0. If you're not doing O level, maybe this thing will not help you. Mr. Bombastic, you don't understand. Are you doing O levels or not? Firstly. Then you factorize. 3y and y, the 16 you can break it into 4 and 4. Yes, 4 and 4. Then one will be minus, one will be plus, one will be minus. Okay? So 3y and y, 3y square. 3y plus 4, 12y. Minus 4y, that's 8y. Minus 4 and 4 will give me minus 16. Okay, so 3y equals to 4 or y equals to negative 4. So y is equals to 1 and 1/3 or y is equals to negative 4. So there are two solutions for y basically. Okay guys. Okay, so Mr. Bombastic, basically what we did here is we are solving the equation. Now to solve the equation, we need to bring one fraction over to the right hand side. After we have brought one fraction over to the right hand side, we can cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we end up with a quadratic equation. So that quadratic equation to solve, you need to factorize. You need to factorize. After you factorize, then you can solve. Why from 4 become mixed fraction? From 4 become mixed fraction. What are you talking? Oh, this one. 3y equals to 4. So y is 4 divided by 3 lah. 4 divided by 3 become 1 and 1/3 what? Okay, any more questions? How about making them the same denominator? I won't recommend that lah, because just now I tried to do that, I realized quite leceh lah. You see, maths you must always, you practice to a point that it becomes something that don't say like that lah, dx lx 445. Everybody has the potential to do well in maths. Okay, so you see, maths the more you practice, the more, then after a while, right, it becomes like second nature to you. That's why when your parents keep nagging at you all to practice, right? Because they know what they're talking about. You all must really practice. I tell you, that's life lah, guys. Basically, life is all about seeing how much time you're willing to sacrifice for your studies. So that when you go out into the working world, right, your future bosses look and then can say, oh yeah, this guy willing to sacrifice to put in the hours. Okay, let's hire him. But if you want to be the kind of person you're not willing to put in the hours, then I'm sorry to say lah. All this is a scam. All this you're not gonna use it when you go out into the working world. It's just a scam, right? To see which one amongst you all, right, willing to put in the most number of hours at a particular task, which is doing well for your exams. That is the task. That's the task. The task is just, I give you a job. Your grades, right, from A1 to F9 will help me decide whether you are the mugger or the slacker. So if you are mugger, then I hire you, I put you in my company, you make money for me. Won't you get a method mark from making the same denominator? I suppose so lah, but why you want to go for method mark? Just get the whole thing correct lah. Don't talk about method marks lah. Just do it the right way and get the full marks. Okay, anyway, it's 8:42. We're running out of time. We better move on. Okay, so answer here is y is 1 and 1/3 or -4. This one secondary what math? Hello, O level lah, brother, O level. It's not O level. You got O level or not? Why am I talking like an abing? Okay. Position vector, wow, vectors, my favorite topic. I love vectors. You all love vectors like how I love vectors. Position vector, you all know what's position vector? Position vector of a point P is 8 minus 4. Position vector of a point Q is 6, 4. So, position vector basically this lah, the OP. This is O. So, a position vector, it comes from origin. It originates from the origin. It originates from the origin. The origin is 0, 0. Find the vector that represents the translation from P to Q. Why did it make it so complicated? Basically, they want to find the vector that is PQ lah. So PQ is PO plus OQ. I always like to think of it like what, no? This O and this O, they met each other. Then they fuse, they like, I don't know, they kill each other or something lah. Think of something lah. What you mean translation? Translation like movement lah. Movement lah. So how do I go from one point to another point? I need to move. I need to move a certain number of units in the X direction and a certain number of units in the Y direction. That is essentially what vectors is all about. I take N-levels, but I got a lot of the questions the same almost. Okay, good for you, man. If you taking N-levels and then what I'm teaching here applies to what you're doing, congrats. Guys, if I have OP, guys, if I have OP and OP is 8 minus 4, how to get PO? Just change the positive from positive change to negative, from negative change to positive. Okay? So this one 8, right? Positive 8, right? Going to change to negative 8. And then this one, negative 4, right? Negative 4 going to change to positive 4. That's all. Okay, you're just changing the direction of the vector. Okay? Instead of going this way, it's going this way now. It's going the other way. Okay? OQ remains as OQ lah. So this one will become minus 2, 0. I think someone just now said minus 2, 0. No, somebody said minus 2 over 8. 8 lah, correct lah. What am I saying? I also blur already. Sorry, my bad. Minus 2, 8. Okay? Thank you. I got a lot of intelligent people watching me tonight. A lot of pressure. Find the magnitude. Okay, so magnitude very easy. We use our formula for magnitude of vector. So PQ, this will be minus 2 square plus 8 square. Correct, right? This is my formula, right? If anybody see that I do something wrong, please let me know. Okay, so square root 68. So square root 68, 3 sig fig will give me 8.25 units. Okay? Correct, right? 8.25, right? Okay, R is the point on the line PQ with the coordinates 2k. Find the position vector of R. R is the point on the line PQ with the coordinates 2k. Okay, so basically, your PQ is negative 2, 8. Okay. And then if R is the point on the line PQ, how? On the line PQ with the final position. Wow. Is magnitude also length? Yes, it is. This one, hold on, let me check the answers. Hold on. I'm a bit stumped by this. Okay, so according to the solution that I have here, anyway, good time for me to just check my solutions for the rest also. Okay, so far so good. Yep, this one I got 2x plus 17. This one was what? 2x plus 17, x minus 2. Yep, okay. 2 plus b, okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, so guys, for this question here, R is a point on the line PQ, right? So therefore, RQ and PQ, they are parallel to each other. RQ and PQ are parallel to each other. So let's say I were to sketch this out lah. Maybe when I sketch, it will look better. Minus 2, 8. Minus 2, 8, how will that look? Minus 2, that means minus 2, you're going in the left direction. 8, you're going upwards. Okay, so PQ will look something like this. Okay, so this is P, this is Q. And then they say that R is on the point PQ, on the vector PQ. So let's say this is my R. Okay. So PR is M times RQ, where M is a scalar multiplier. So you know that for vectors that are parallel, guys, you can put them in an equation like this. One vector equals to another vector times a scalar multiplier. This is called a scalar multiplier. Okay, this guy here, M. So PR we know is PO plus OR, and we have M excuse me, multiplied by RO plus OQ. Why doesn't this thing want to write? Okay, hold on. Like that. Okay. So, what is PO and OR? PO, we know that PO, just now we said PO is what? PO is minus 8,4. Okay, minus 8,4. Minus 8,4. Plus OR. OR now we have found it to be 2k. Okay, because the thing about vectors, position vectors, how do you know it's PO plus OR? There, because, okay, look at my diagram here. This is PR, this is RQ. Okay, the whole vector is PQ, but there is a point R on the vector PQ. There's a point R on the vector PQ. So my PR is actually parallel to my RQ. So when two vectors are parallel, as I said, when two vectors are parallel, you can connect them like this, with a scalar multiplier. A scalar is a number lah. Multiplier, not multiple. Scalar multiplier. This one you must know the topic of vectors very well lah. Where did the M come from? The M is a scale. I put it there lah. I put it there. Okay. Okay, so what is OR? Just now we said that OR is, well, OR is basically your coordinates of R, which is 2k. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Now, RO will be minus 2 minus k plus, okay, plus my OQ, right? What's my OQ just now? OQ is 6,4. So minus 2 plus, what is happening here? Hold on, minus 2 plus 6. Where is the R? Sorry, where's the Q? 6 and 4. Okay. Minus K plus 4. So basically, right, we are going to form an equation involving M and K. We're going to form an equation involving M and K. So we will get minus 6 equals to 4m. If you look over here, minus 8 plus 2 will give me minus 6. Minus 2 plus 6 will give me 4. 4 times m will be 4m. So what is m? M is minus 1.5 lah. Correct? Now, look below here. This is 4 plus k. Okay? So 4 plus k equals to m times minus k plus 4. So we know m is already minus 1.5, right? So my minus k plus 4, I put inside. What will I get? I will get 4 plus k equals to minus 1.5. Sorry, not minus 1.5. Positive 1.5k Because minus 1.5 times minus k is 1.5k minus 6. So eventually my k will be 20. My k will be 20. So when k is 20, the position vector of r, OR, will be 220. Instead of 2k, it will be 220. Alamak. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can answer some questions here. Okay, y minus 2 and minus k. Y minus 2 and minus k. Where is this minus 2 and minus k coming from? Minus 2 minus k. Are you talking about this part here? So this is from your RO. Because your OR is 2k, so your RO must be minus 2 minus k. What about the k? You are solving the k. So your m, you got it to be minus 1.5. After you got your m to be equals to minus 1.5, you can then solve for k. Basically, everything comes from this equation, guys. Everything comes from this equation. You see, okay, I try to highlight for you all. Can you see or not? I think when I highlight now, maybe it looks a bit clearer. Okay, so it's like solving simultaneous equation again. It's like solving the simultaneous equation again. Okay, except that now your variables are m and k, or your unknowns are m and k. Okay lah, anyway, time now is 8:57. I think question 3 and question 4, we can wait until next week. Okay. For now, so my answer here is 220. 220. Okay, but this was tough lah. I admit that this vector question, this last part here was a bit tough. Okay, even for myself also, I needed to refer to the solutions. Anyway, I hope this session, the last 1 hour, has been somewhat beneficial to you all. If you are taking your exam fairly soon, I wish you all the best. Okay. Hopefully see you all again next week, same time, same place. MasterMaths, our Wednesday night live stream. Take care, guys. See you all soon. Bye-bye. We are doing this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, follow us on our socials. Okay, bye-bye.